Motion carries. Any committee or organization reports? Mrs. Shaw?
The Garden State Coalition of Schools met here in East Brunswick yesterday, and I wanted everyone to be aware that you can now locate the Garden State both on Facebook and Twitter. I know, I was pretty excited about that too. But anyway, it is an effort, I think, to try to utilize social media to our best ability. As you can imagine, one of the major topics of discussion yesterday were the competing funding plans and also the development of a Garden State Coalition response to those plans. I'm fairly certain that most people are aware that Governor Christie has proposed a approximately $6,600 per student payment. There actually has been no actual legal proposal made by the governor's office at this point. So everybody's still just kind of talking about the buzz that was created by it, but the devil is probably in the details. Senator Sweeney has introduced legislation that was passed in the Senate. However, it has not yet been seen in the Assembly, but it would give full funding under the SFRA within 5 years. Garden State talked about the possibility of creating a consortium of educational groups to try to develop a proactive statement regarding school funding. And we also spent some time taking a look and trying to hone in on what might be the critical issues that Garden State wishes to address during the 2016-2017 school year. And of course, funding and sustainability, there's that word again, Ms. Vicki, is right at the top of the list. Special education and funding for our special needs students, increasing local control and decision-making to local school boards, also trying to attack the unfunded mandates, and also trying to contain health care costs. So those are the initial topics that we're taking a look at. These will be refined in the next month or two, and probably sometime in the fall, Garden State Coalition members will be voting on which critical issues to work on and focus on in the coming school year.
Any other committee or organization reports? Go to the cause. Let's start with the high school.
Well, as we approach the middle of the summer, not much has been going on collectively together in the high school because it's closed. So many of the students that are going to be seniors now are looking into colleges and are going to college visits to see which one is most suitable for them. I know many of the incoming juniors are working towards their SAT and ACT, and they're frantically trying to organize themselves for that. Other than that, I know I'm not sure which student, but there was one student that did place at nationals at FBLA. He does attend East Brunswick High School. This happened like a couple of weeks ago. So we just, as the high school, we're very proud of him, and can't wait to start the next school year.
All right, well, thank you very much. Any other good of the cause? None. Okay, well, we do have a need for closed session, so may I have the following motion? Whereas the board must discuss matters which are not appropriate for discussion in public meeting, whereas these subjects are within the exception to the Open Public Meetings Act and are permitted to be discussed in closed session. And whereas the board intends to discuss the following matters. Any matter involving the employment, appointment, termination of employment, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of the performance or promotional discipline of any specific prospective public officer or employee or current public officer or employee employed or appointed by the public body unless all individuals, employees, and appointees whose rights could be adversely affected request in writing that it be discussed in public, specifically the employees mentioned in the agenda. We have, is that it, or there's additional also?
That's it.
That is it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Whereas the length of closed session is estimated to be 60 minutes, after which we may reconvene in public portion and take formal action. Now therefore be it resolved that the East Brunswick Board of Education will recess into closed session for the aforesaid subjects, and that we hereby declare its discussion will be made public at a time when the interest in disclosure is greater than any privacy or government interest being protected by the Open Public Meetings Act. Motion by Dr. Cohen, second by Mrs. Becker. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Good night.